Alright guys and gals, here we are. We're with Medusa. What are we going to do today? We're going to get this hood body worked out. We're going to get this thing smoothed out, looking slick like the rest of the car. We're going to sand the car down. We're going to get this front end prepped, and we're going to get this baby in a whole nother layer of high build epoxy primer. Here we go. We got our work cut out for us, guys and gals, and I am excited. Let's get going. You guys know the deal. Rage, baby. Rage. Long hair filler. Short strand. Reinforced filler. Okay, a lot of you guys and gals might be wondering, like, what are you going to do to address that front piece there? I'll show you here when we get going. What I want to do is I want this transition to blend smoothly, and I want this to be my prominent body line. You guys and gals know you got to work pretty quick with this stuff. Depending on your weather and how much hardware you got in it, that gives you the approximate time you have to work it. So, here we go. First layer down, we're going to sand that baby down. We're going to start smoothing this thing out. We're going to get this baby ready to put on this car. I can't wait to see this all together. Woo, baby. Alright guys and gals, here we go. We got our first layer on there. We're going to get our 40 grit, sand that baby down. Alright guys and gals, there you can see, we got our first layer on there. Got that sanded down, flattened out best we can. We're going to move on to our next step. We're going to put our next stage of filler on. Keep this baby moving. We'll click you back on when we're there. Alright guys and gals, there you go. We got that second coat, second stage of filler on here. I went a little wild and covered the whole thing. I want this nice and smooth transition here. So we're going to let this cure. We're going to block sand this down. Get it ready for the next step. We'll click you back on when we're there. All right, guys and gals, here we are, back on the hood. So we got a couple more layers on. We're gonna have to do a little bit of touch up. Want to find a little body work here, and we'll be good to go. Used our guide code, found our low spots, and we're gonna get this thing ironed out. Get this baby ready to be put in some high build primer. We'll click you back on when we're there. Hey, we got a lot of work done on this hood. I mean to tell you, this thing is slick, baby. Looking good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get our guide code, do this one last time, one last sand, one last check before we go ahead and get this thing in some high build primer. Here we go! All right, guys and gals, after lots of blocking, lots of sanding, lots of filling, lots of blocking, lots of sanding, lots of filling, this is what we got. We got our custom hood all ready. We're gonna get this baby cleaned off, blowed off, ready to put in high build primer. Here we go. All right, guys and gals, so we're on this part now. So we're here with the main body of the car. I got me some soapy water. Got our 220 soaking for a while. We're gonna get this here, baby, wet sanded down. What I like to do a lot of times, I like to wet sand because it keeps your paper cleaner, gives you a little bit of lubrication between your surface and your block. Just helps things go along a little smoother, I think. There we go. Let's get this going. I'm using 220 wet because I want to cut the texture off the surface rather rapidly. And then I'll come back and progressively up my stages in paper until I reach 400. We'll use a couple different blocks, long blocks, short blocks. Right now I'm just using a short block because I want to get a rough idea of what I'm working with. Our little 3M squeegee. It's going to use as a helpful little helper to see where we're at with our texture. Just going to go through here, wet sand this down until we get rid of all the texture. Get it nice and flat. We'll save you the boringness of watching that, and we'll get you click back on when we got something going on. Alright, guys and gals, let's see here. I want to bring you in here and show you why I like this stuff. If this will focus, there you go. See how this is? Okay. This is showing me my low spots in my panel still. Now, yes, that could need just a little more sanding to get it there, but it's a built-in guide coat with this stuff. Let me get in here. See down here? Yep. See how that lets you know your surface isn't completely flat. So we'll sand until we get there, or if we get an area, say like up here. See that? If we end up sanding this the whole way around and it's smooth all the way around, we know this is a low spot we need to address. So that's what I like about this stuff. So let's check this out. This is the other cool thing I like about bodywork. You get to see a preview of what the car is going to look like before you put any paint on it at all. You guys and gals can see the reflection in there. That's also another little tool or trick you can use to see what your panel's looking like. There you go. All right, so we're going to save you the trouble. I'm going to knock this out. We're going to get this baby lined out so we can get this thing put in another coat of high build primer. We'll click you back on when we're there. All right, guys and gals, getting that baby laid down. See here, this was a little high spot. This is where I made that quarter. Same here. You're going to have to go in here and address a couple of these little areas, but overall, not bad. Not bad at all. I ain't mad at it. What do you guys think? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on here. I'm going to keep sanding this down. I'm going to move on to the rest of it, and then we'll click you back on when we get there. Now check this out. Here's another little tip for you. Garden sprayer, okay? A little water in there. That'll help you. Instead of having to run water all the whole time, put a little soap in there, as you can see. Ooh, baby. She is looking good. Boom, chicken. Okay. All right, guys and gals, we'll click you back on when we get some more done. Let's see where we're at. We got the quarter panel done. Block sanded down, looking good. Got the door going on. Got that all block sanded, looking good. Couple little spots here and there, nothing major, nothing we can't handle. But this baby is looking sharp. Boom, chicken. Got a little whoopie back here where the quarter panel, door panel, if you all remember, that we made. That used to be the rear door, that's now a rear quarter panel. And this top piece up here, this whole piece here, has been grafted on to make this all line up. Was it worth it? I think so. All right, we're gonna keep going here. We're gonna get this all sanded. Got the fender, the bottoms to do, and all our edges. We'll get that done, we'll click it back on, show you what we need to fix. Ooh, baby. Oh yeah, looking good. All right, guys and gals, got the fender done, got the door done, got the quarter done. Now we just need to do the bottoms. Let's take a look at this baby. Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I definitely ain't mad at it, guys and gals. Not mad at it. I mean, that's a reflection of the door. That's why it looks, yeah, like that. That's horrible. Don't do that, guys and gals. Hang paper. At least that's what your mother would tell you. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to get these bottoms done, these edges done, tops done, get all that done. And then we'll see what we need to repair before we get our next coat of high build primer on. I'm telling you what, it ain't going to be much. That looks pretty sweet. Here we go. All right, guys and gals, there we go. Got this baby sanded down. Got it down to where we can see our little repairs we need to make. Like, let's get you in here. All right, like right here. And you'll notice I sand over top of both surfaces. I want this to truly be flat through here. So you'll find stuff like that. We'll have to come back in here, a little filler work. All right. Body lines like right here. This is a little divot. Go back in here and just a little. We're going to use icing to fix this stuff up. Same here. See how great this stuff makes your low spots show up? I mean, it really takes the guesswork out of it. Same here. Little byline. You remember we made this, so we'll have to sharpen this up. A little bit of icing, a little more sanding, a little more blocky, and we're there. All right, guys and gals, we'll get that done. We'll get you clicked back on. We'll show you what this baby looks like. We'll click you back on when we're there. Got all my little imperfections straightened out. Little glaze there, a little blocking. Got a little bit more to do down here on the bottom. But not bad. Not mad at it for the amount of modifications we have in this car. I'll tell you what, that looks good. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish this up. We're going to mix our primer up. We're going to get this baby shot in high build epoxy primer. Here we go. Alright guys and gals, there you go. Got 2 more coats, a high build epoxy primer on Medusa. And I gotta tell you, she is looking good. Ooh, baby. Yes, sirree. This hood, 2 coats on that as well. Hood turned out pretty good. Not mad about it at all. Of course, it needs a little body work yet. A little wet sanding, a little bit of touch up. That baby will be ready for paint. Same with the car. I mean, we're getting there. A lot more fabrication work to do. Just one step closer to our end result. All right, guys and gals, check it out. Medusa got her custom hood on. Ooh, baby. Boom chicken. All right, you know I couldn't help myself. I had to get that on there. I wanted to see what that looked like. And I mean to tell you, guys and gals, she's coming around. Now, if you'll notice, that's not as aggressive or stylized like a big old cow hood, but after doing some measuring, I gained 3 inches by doing that. Okay? Doesn't seem like it because it's right at where you need it. But I tell you what, that looks awesome. This baby laid down. All right, we're gonna get this front end figured out, cleaned up, straightened up. I'm gonna put that on there. I want you guys to see what this baby's gonna look like. Here we go. Woo! Boom chicken. That is slick. All right, guys and gals, here we go. Got the front end all scuffed up, all ready to go. And check this out. All right, I had a comment about that center bar. And you know what? I agree. We cut that baby out. Okay, so there you go. We're going to get that in high build primer as well. Get this baby, high build primer as well. Get that all put back on Miss Medusa. Here we go. All right, guys and gals, there you go. Got them babies covered. 2 good coats of high build primer. All right, we're gonna let them dry overnight. We're gonna put this baby bowl back together, and we're gonna end this video on a good note. We're gonna put the face back on this gal. We'll click you back on when we're there. Well, these 2 are arguing over a ball. All right, guys and gals, there we go. Got the front end on. Gotta get the bumper over here yet. Oh, man, let's check this baby out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, chicken. I tell you what, guys and gals, I ain't mad at it. I can see here in the front here, I'm going to have to do a little trimming, but as you can see, this car's not on the ground, so front end's kind of just floating here. But, man, looking more and more like a car, Medusa. Here we go. We're going to get this front end put on, get this baby wrapped up. All right, guys and gals, finally got the dogs to settle down. All right, let's take a look at this baby. Got the front bumper and balance back on, front end back on. Let's check this out. Boom, chicken. That's looking good. Oh, man. That front end with that hood, I gotta tell you, I couldn't be happier with how that turned out. A lot of work this week on Miss Medusa. Well worth it, guys and gals. All right. So what we got accomplished this week, got our body fitted up, got our little body work done, got it put in our another coat, a high build epoxy primer. Why black to gray? Well, I'll tell you. Finally made a decision on a color for this baby, and this is better suited for the color I picked. What color, you ask? You'll have to click back on, see what color we go with this gal. Might be a little while yet before we paint Medusa, but we're one step closer. Got a bunch more modifications I want to do to this gal. All right, got the chassis and everything we need to do yet. Gotta get our drivetrain and everything in. Get this baby mocked up, ready to be blown apart, painted, and put back together. All right, guys and gals, you know why we do it. For the love of hot rods and horsepower. Go out there and get yourself a project. Start enjoying. We'll catch you on the next one.